It's a little rainy up here at the airport today, so why not a better time than to talk about how people drive on the airport. If you've ever flown on an airliner before, you've probably seen a bunch of cars or trucks or service vehicles for that specific airline driving around the plane, driving on the ramp, or if you've flown into a really big airport, you might have taken a truck or tram that takes you right across the ramp next to the jets. So how exactly do they do that? That video is going to come up right now. Hello everybody, and welcome back to this week's 2-minute tip, where we are going to be talking about the different types of vehicles that are out on the ramp and how people necessarily do that. Now, as you can see, right now I'm out on the ramp, and if you've seen in my videos, I do drive my car out here. So right here, my car is parked out on the ramp, and I can drive out here and park right next to the hangar. You'll see that footage right now. And it's completely legal because you don't need a clearance in what this is called a non-movement area. So if you go out over here to the taxiway, then that's going to be a controlled part of the airport where you're going to need a clearance from a ground controller or the tower to go onto that. But since I am credentialed with the airport and this is a non-movement area, which means I don't need clearance to go on it, then I can drive on here at my free will to come out to the hangar, pull out an airplane, taxi around if you need to do a taxi check for maintenance, and that sort of thing. Now, as far as the airlines go, a lot of those times the ramps are controlled by the actual airline. So there may be a ramp controller, but it's employed by, say, Delta Airlines, and that person is responsible for all of the vehicles that are going on that ramp. Instead of calling ground control for push, you may call your ramp controller for push, and they're going to give you the clearance instead of the tower. This is also true at an airport like Syracuse, Sierra Yankee Romeo, where the gate is not controlled, so you don't have to call a ground controller to ask for push. And that is my quick 2-minute tip. So hopefully you learned something this week. Again, this is a cool way for me to give you guys a little bit of information in the shortest amount of time possible. So until next week, I want you to stay current, stay proficient, keep the blue side up, keep flying safe, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.